Hi, I'm Mara. I'm here at International Steampunk City in Waltham, Massachusetts, and we're interviewing Thee-Gartisan.
My name is G.W. Smith. I'm the G from Thee-Gartisan Works. My partner in business is her name is Teresa, where we get the Thee from. We were at Kineticon last year, and I was seeing a lot of the mods that people have done, like, oh, I can do that, and I really got into steampunk then, and I went online to look at some of the stuff, like, ooh, I can do that cheaper, I think, than what they're selling that for, and I can do a prettier job. Like just some of the stuff that I had seen now, there are amazing things online. So I had just did a simple black paint job because I was going as John Crichton from Farscape, so I could have a black Winona. I'm like, I'm going to try this with other stuff. And so I went to an art show, to a craft show with 10 guns, 10 Mavericks all painted up. And this one is actually my first one. Acrylic, it's all banged up, but hand painted with acrylics. And then I switched to plastic fusion and enamel and vinyl coating. I just kind of want to make pretty things, make it look more artistic.
My name is Z. So yesterday, for the very first time, I learned how to make these medals. So I think about a year ago, I met Jeffrey, and so as I learned more and more about what he does, I got more and more interested, and when he invited me to come help him out here, I was very interested and very excited to help.
My name is Lady Azaria. In my real life, I'm a balloon twister. Here in my crew on the Cloudbreaker, I'm the Baroness. I fund the project. At conventions and workshops and events like this, I teach balloon twisting and entertain people.
I am Clara. I'm more or less just a walking billboard for him because I usually have his gun with me.
That's fantastic. What's the hardest thing you make?
I'd say like crazy modifications. People have an idea for something, and it could be like I try to make it work. And a good example is this project over here, where we take a Maverick. This is for account name Slick Brass. He's upgrading his two guns, Eros and Thanatos. He has. I started off with a clear Maverick. What you want? He liked the handle off of this a dollar store gun, so kind of replace it, chop it off of this gun, replace it, put it on to the Maverick, and then put the spinning LED and sound thing on top of it. It's all clear. There's going to be LEDs in it, and it's going to kind of be glowing with the patina colors. This one's copper, so it's going to be green. And there's going to be LEDs in here. He's going to have like the Fanger mod on it, and it's just like it's stuff I've never done before, and I've had to use my electrician a lot more. And it's all going to be powered, like we've upped the voltage, and it's going to be controlled by a trigger switch. This is Vera. It's a modified long shot and named after the big gun in Firefly. It was my biggest gun. At the time I did this, it was combining all the skills I had learned, like using acrylics, priming, plastic fusion, fabrications. So everything I make, that's a Nerf mod. If it started off as a working dart arm, then I'm going to finish it off as a operating dart arm. Nerf actually does make a shotgun, and so this is a Nerf barrel break. It still had not been operable yet, but I'm working on that. But I'd like to show this off. This has been the ethereal exhibition at Steampunk Industrial Revolution for the paint job here, where I've taken the techniques that I started off with Betty here, then used it with a different sort of base. Like I was using full acrylic and primer. Here now I use the base of textured brown, which I found absorbs the acrylic really well. And then I can kind of get different colored effects using the acrylics. And these are both in the same family of guns. I name them all. I'm kind of OCD-ish like that, but by their color scheme. So Elizabeth and Betty are both brass, copper, and bronze-colored guns. And also started for cons. When I did Winona, the weapons check in there, it's rather strict. So they would, with this gun, they would have taken the zip tie all the way around like that to keep it from shooting off, and it wrecks the paint job. So what I'm starting to do now, when I get commissions, I ask, okay, what sort of weapons check? If it's like if it's intended only for steampunk events and only going into steampunk things where there aren't weapons check, then I can leave it alone. But if it's somebody who goes to, say, Kineticon, Anime Boston, I have someone who's going to the anime conventions out west, where they would have to get through a rather strict one. You drill a hole through the trigger, and then I provide them with a zip tie so that they can loosely hang it below hand and make it so it's not like tense and rubbing it off, and that way it still prevents it from firing. It gets it through and keeps the pretty paint job intact.
All right, tell us about your repair kit.
Okay, I find when I went to TempleCon, I broke a lot of stuff, and when I got home, my employees they went through all my stuff, and they did a note. They wrote a note as our business profile, which is Thee-Gartisan, and it's called The Carnage of TempleCon, and it's a list of everything that broke. And I decided in there it's like that there should be a repair service. And I was kind of inquiring about it, and then that most cons it's like some glue and just some stuff, and the stuff that was happening to myself and the other people I've seen was you needed more than that. So I'm pretty much bring my whole workshop, and how we support and fund it, we sell these patches. And it's the symbol of my company with the blue 8 cog gear, and it's not a functional cog gear, but and it's on panels of brass and bronze. But everything that you see that's white is glow in the dark and blacklight reactive. And I pretty much designed it for Kineticon because they have areas of light and dark when you walk around, and raves every night. So I thought, hey, go around. And some of the coolest things is I debuted this at Steampunk Industrial Revolution. We're all in the room together, and some of us were wearing patches, some were wearing the armbands, and the general of the Legion, of the Wandering Legion, wanted our attention for something. He turns off the light, and so all you could see was just a bunch of glowing green gears all around the room.
Well, that's great. I bet a lot of people here have taken advantage of that. How many do you think?
Oh my God, a good number, about a lot.
Fantastic. And where can people find you online?
Mostly on Facebook. On Thee-Gartisan is the public profile, but the page is Thee-Gartisan Works. And we have galleries up there. They can post on the wall or send messages to the profile.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.